Hey guys, crazy stuff going on, yeah? All right, so I'm gonna make a couple videos. I'm gonna post them on YouTube to help you guys with your lessons for the week. English, after we finish what are we on, chapter 13, we go into a writing assignment, and we already did a lot of the planning together. That's what the sequence chart is and the Venn diagram. So I know you guys can do the writing assignment on your own and with your parents. So I am mostly concerned with Tuesday's lesson. This is lesson 128, pages 245 and 246. So yesterday, or Monday I should say, we were talking about special forms of good and bad, right? Today it's kind of a completely different concept, and when you guys look at it, it's gonna freak you out. So we're gonna take this one step at a time. If you have any questions, I don't know if you can comment on the YouTube link or if you can just send an email or something, but I will be available for you guys to ask questions, or even if you guys want to try to video chat or something like that. But let me just see if this helps at all, okay? So let me walk you through this lesson, all right? So we're talking about conjunctions, and let me just say, every time we do conjunctions, what do I always want to do? Conjunction, junction. Daisy, I always think of you whenever I do that. If you guys want to go and ask parents to go on YouTube, I might try to add a link to also to the Schoolhouse Rock's Conjunction Function song. That's a good one to remember. So remember we learned about conjunctions way back in the year. What are they? There's three: and, but, or. We learned also too that there was commas with the conjunctions. Well, we're going to learn some different rules. There are not always commas in front of a conjunction. So we're going to take it up to the next level, and we're going to learn different ways you can use the conjunction. All right? So we know, let's go back to the basics. Conjunction it's just joining two words or two series of words, right? You have the three: and, but, or. And it connects words, phrases, and even whole sentences. So there are a few types that we're going to learn. We're going to learn how to conjunct or join subjects, predicates, sentences, or series of words. Okay? So take a moment if you need to read through the instructions. But I'm going to have some samples and we're just going to go through. And then I'm also going to do page 245 with you guys like we would normally do in class. I'm going to walk through these and walk through a couple on 246, okay? So let's just go through. Right now, the first thing I want to spot is my conjunction. Where my conjunction for the first sentence, a bow or arc was seen in the sky. Right here, boom, ding, ding, it's or, okay? There's no trick. They're not trying to mess you up. That's pretty straightforward. Finding the conjunctions in a sentence is pretty straightforward. Now, the more difficult part is figuring out what the conjunction is joining. So let's look at the words around it. A bow or arc was seen in the sky. Well, to me, right away, it's joining these two words, isn't it? A bow or arc. What in the sentence, what are those? Are they the subject? Is it the predicate? Is it whole sentences? That we know for sure it's not a sentence. They're not individual sentences, right? But what is a bow or arc in the sentence? They're the subjects. Those are the nouns that we're talking about in the sentence, right? Now you can say a bow was seen in the sky. Well, now we have two subjects compounded together, okay? Basic enough, right? Let's go on. Number 2, rainbows appear suddenly among the clouds and disappear within a short time. By the way, you guys, sorry to skip, but I get these. If you want to ask your parents to look, to show you in the back, okay, of the teacher's edition, a lot of these sentences are, I don't know if I can get closer, like if it sees, but they're in the back of the teacher's edition. They tell you it's like S103 is the page, and so this kind of helps too if you want to follow along, all right? But let's just move, oh, sorry. It's kind of weird being in here without you guys, let me just tell you. Okay, rainbows appear suddenly among the clouds and disappear within a short time. Where's my conjunction? That's the first thing I want to do. Simple enough, circle it. And, okay? Now I'm going to look at the words around it and see what that is joining. All right, well, is it joining the two words directly in front of after? It doesn't seem like it, does it? Clouds and disappear? No. Well, what's my subject? I know my subject is rainbows. Well, what are rainbows doing? They appear suddenly among the clouds and disappear within a short time. That almost seems like two complete sentences, doesn't it? Except for one thing. This second part after the conjunction does not have a subject. The subject is not in there. So if I did erase this and put a new sentence, that wouldn't make sense, would it? Disappear within a short time? Well, what disappears within a short time? Rainbows. So, to me that says rainbows, they appear suddenly among the clouds and they also disappear. This is conjoining whole, complete predicates. Okay? Rainbows are doing two things. So when you have one subject and it's telling you two different things, right? What's a predicate? It's what the subject is doing. Rainbows are subject. They're doing two whole separate things. They're appearing suddenly among the clouds and they disappear within a short time. Okay? So we don't underline our subject, we only underline what is being joined. I know that seems confusing, but if you do these little tricks like say, okay, if I took away the and made two sentences, would it make sense? No, it wouldn't. I'd have to put a subject, right? That means both are referring to one subject. All right, number 3. The color and beauty in God's handiwork are incredible. Right away, and. I know that's my conjunction, okay? What is and joining? The what? Color and beauty? Is that what the subject is referring to? It kind of seems like it. Color and beauty in God's handiwork are incredible. Yeah, this is actually joining again two whole subjects. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the color in God's handiwork and the beauty in God's handiwork. Because we know in is a what? Oh, I can hear you guys just say it right now. You guys all know what in is. In is a preposition. That's for you. All right, so we know the rest of that is not the subject. Subjects are usually the beginning of the sentence and they're nouns, yes? So we don't always think of color and beauty as a noun, but it, here. Okay. Number 4, God paints a colorful and radiant sky with reminders of himself. And, okay, let's see. God paints, okay, I know I'm talking about God. I know what he's doing is he's painting. So what is he painting? He's painting a colorful and radiant sky. I don't know if I talked about this earlier. I apologize. It's a lot of pressure being videoed. Let me just say. But some of the things that you can join are adjectives and adverbs. So things that describe adjectives, right? then a noun, and adverbs, things that describe the verb, predicate, okay? So, if I took these away, right, it would make sense. God paints a sky, right? This is our direct object. That's what he's painting. But what kind of sky? Colorful and radiant, okay? So there's two adjectives joining the direct object. And I lost my page. Okay. I'm going to write, see if this is helpful, because you need to identify what is being joined. I'm going to put S for subject. What is this? This was predicate, and this one was subject also, right? So I'm going to label what the conjunction is joining. All right, there was a lot of examples, like sentences on this page, but I didn't do all of them. So if you want to go and look at it on your own, that's fine. But let's skip all the way down to one of the last sentences. A rainbow does not always appear after rain, comma, but it is fun to look for one. So when I see a comma, that means it's either one of two things. It's either joining two sentences or a series of words. Now you guys know what a series of words is, right? I like bacon, eggs, and cheese for breakfast in the morning, right? I gotta have commas, bacon, egg, and cheese. That's a series of words, right? I am going to, I can't think of sentences right now. My favorite colors are blue, green, and red. There we go, blue, green, and red. See, that's a series of words, names, you know? That table, Marshall, Braden, and Reese sit there, okay? Series of words. Is there a series of words in here? No, there's only one comma. Now, to double check, if we erased this comma and put a period and took away the but, could it make two sentences? What could they stand on their own? Let's see. Why is there an and? Oh, it shouldn't be and. That's why it's freaking you guys out. Just said a rainbow. This is where you'd be like, Mrs. Brewer. It should be a rainbow does not always appear after rain. Seems to work. It's got a subject, it's got a predicate, it's a complete sentence, okay? Now let's look after the conjunction. If I you take away the conjunction, but if I start with it, it is fun to look for one. Yeah. It is the subject. It is a follow-up subject, so you know what it is referring to, but still it's its own sentence, okay? So this conjunction, sorry, put my fingers on it, is joining two whole sentences together. Woo, running out of, okay? I think you would just write sentences like this. Okay, I know you guys are freaking out right now. I can just see your eyes going like this. Whew. I know it's a lot, okay? I'm gonna pause this video and I'm gonna write the sentences for 245 on the board, okay? And then I'll start a new video and we'll work through the first page together, okay guys? All right, so I'm gonna pause the video.